All right, welcome to our ClickUp crash course. In this first lesson, we're going to cover how do you manage tasks in ClickUp. So ClickUp makes it pretty easy. You really can't miss it. As soon as you log in, you're in the home screen, and the home screen is exactly where you want to be to manage tasks. So it can look a little complicated, a little confusing at first. So it's not too hard to find it, but what is the home screen? Essentially, the home screen functions as your central location to manage any task that's assigned to you, whether it has a date or not, across everything inside of ClickUp. This covers all spaces, all projects or lists, all folders. If there's a task assigned to you, it's going to show up in your home screen. All right, so what does that mean? Well, first and foremost, ClickUp also makes it easy to organize your tasks. So if we look at these sections down here in the My Work, we have today, overdue, next, and unscheduled. These are all managed by the due date on the task. So what this allows us to do is functionally make this super, super useful. So you'll see we have 33 tasks in overdue. And let's process those. So essentially, we don't have to set up automation. ClickUp does everything for us. I can say, all right, action item 4, I'm going to change the date to today. And in 1 second here, we should see that move up here. There's action item 4 in the calendar. And now I see action item 4 here in today. So it's very quick. It's very efficient. What this allows me to do then is be able to say, well, when am I going to work on these tasks next? So with that, I can start moving tasks all around to say maybe tomorrow. And then this one I'm going to work on, I don't know, we'll move that to today as well. Okay, so if I minimize this, you'll see now we have some in today, we have some in next, and some in unscheduled. Okay, so typically this might be what your ClickUp might look like. Now, ultimately, what you want to do is get rid of all the overdue by updating the dates and determining where you want to work on that next. Likewise, you'll want to take the unscheduleds and also determine when you want that to show up in your today section or your upcoming section next. All right, so we got that one. We'll do this one tomorrow. All right, perfect. Okay, so my unscheduled is empty. I typically leave this one open so that I can see if any tasks come in unscheduled, so I know that I need to tackle them. I'll leave next minimized because I just need to know a count. How many tasks do I have upcoming? As long as I set my dates correctly, I don't really have to worry about what's in here. But if I need to look, I can look. And then in overdue, I want to try to keep this to 0. So I usually keep this one open too. So if there's any overdue ones that come in here, I can reassign the dates and schedule appropriately. And that's essentially it. Today I keep open as well. I'm going to keep overdue minimized in this lesson just so that there's not so much in the list. But you're really looking for something like this. So every time you log into ClickUp, you'll be able to see which tasks you want to work on today, work on those tasks. You can jump into parent tasks. You can jump into the lists. You can jump into the folders. You have the whole breadcrumb up here. It's insanely useful. And jump right into the tasks as well to handle the tasks. So essentially, you want to manage your tasks in this way. And by the end of the day, you want your today section to be empty, or these tasks get reassigned to another date. Now, all that works really well, but how do you view this on a bigger calendar? Well, ClickUp has you covered. So I'm going to jump into this Everything tab. I'm going to create or jump into an existing calendar view, and then I'm going to put this into me mode so that I can only see the tasks that relate to me. This includes comments and subtasks and checklists. And now I can start working out my workload. So in this case, there's some that are up here. I need to move these into the future. It's all drag and drop. And I can start making decisions on priorities and when I need to work on these. For example, even though I assign these to Saturday, I don't really want to work on Saturday. So this one I'm going to get done on Friday. This one's Thursday. And then this one's Monday. And maybe I want to move this one up because I have some space. And I'll get these other past due ones out here too. Now, every day that I'm working, I typically look at this view and say, I assign a number to myself of how many tasks I can get done on average per day. Day, average task, average week, etc. I want to give myself enough time to answer questions, do meetings, go to the bathroom, have breaks, all that good stuff. So I try to set my work day and work weeks up something like this, where I have about 4 tasks a day. Everybody's number is going to be different, and about 1 to 2 or more weeks scheduled out. And then this way, I know when I log into tomorrow, if one of these isn't done and I need to push it, I'm still okay. When I log into ClickUp tomorrow on the 14th, I'm going to see that these are going to appear in my today section on the home screen, and I know exactly what I need to work on. I never have to think about these overwhelming tasks of which one am I going to do, when, and why, and how do they relate? What project do they go to? I spend the 5 or 10 minutes at the beginning of the week organizing all of this, and about 1 to 2 minutes a day keeping this structured. And that's it. Super easy. Task management is super clean and super simple inside of ClickUp. Following this process is really going to help you get your projects and your tasks done on time and be able to help your project managers or the project owners understand where everything's at and what you're working on next. All right, I'll see you in lesson 2. Leave a comment if you have any questions.